Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel. Welcome to those of you who are new. Welcome back to those of you seasoned veterans of what we do around here. What we do around here is bring about conversations of a psychological, mental health, emotional health paradigm. We do that as often as we can, and we try to do that for your listening pleasure on a regular basis. Sometimes it's better than others. My schedule is constantly varied, running multiple businesses and doing various things on any given day, but try to be here as often as we can, hopefully to your benefit. And we've got over 1,000 of these available in general, a variety of topics. This is our Life Lessons series, and this is 132. Would love to continue to bring you these and new things in 2022. Continue to be connected with you in that way. So, if you are looking for coaching, life, business, relationship, whatever have you, would love to connect in that manner. In the About Me section of this YouTube page, you can get in contact, or through Twitter at PO Perception. Either way, you can get in touch with me or a member of my team and connect on a deeper level in order to be able to start working together if that's something you're interested in, and would love to serve you if I can. So this is again 132 in our life lesson series. The first thing is having a proper view of work. Look, everything we do requires us to work on it at some level. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. Sometimes work is hard because we're learning new things. Sometimes it's easy because we've figured out a pattern. Sometimes it takes a little too much of our time because we're too focused on accomplishment. So finding the balance of understanding that we have to work presently, meaning be emotionally, mentally, and spiritually present when we're working, but also be able to disengage from it. I think one of the things that is more predominant now in the last, let's say, 40, 50 years than ever before is workaholism, kind of being obsessed with working, being obsessed with accomplishment. And that's obviously, generally, very unhealthy and not very um, useful, not very helpful, because when we burn out because we've overworked, we don't really get where we want to be when we do that. Also, too, life is a nutrition, so that means that oftentimes, um, we've got to work for sometimes 50 plus years, and if we're trying to cram 3,000 hours into, you know, a year or whatever, and then are we really setting ourselves up to work well and work intelligently? The next is definitions of success are different for different individuals. So that ultimately means that there are challenges related to success. Some people put success into the idea of their family. Some people put success into how much money they make. Some people put success into how happy they are, how healthy they are, how much they travel, how famous they are. That doesn't necessarily mean that any of these things is 100% right or 100% wrong. Instead, it means at the end of the day that we need to define our level of success based on what's going to enrich our life to the best of our ability, but also understand that the people around us, our family, our friends, our you know, the people that matter most to us, our mentors, our loved ones, they will have different levels of success and different definitions of success. As we help them and they help us, we've got to be able to understand that. Otherwise, we can often get frustrated and burnt out and unhappy in that way. So, the next thing to look at there is management of time. Make time for relaxation, make time for socialization, make time for work, and time for just relaxation and reflection. So management of time is valuable. There's only 24 hours in a day. There's only 86,400 seconds in every 24-hour period. What we do with it matters more than the amount of time we have. So often we think there's always time later, 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 but the reality is one day you'll wake up and there will be no more later. So when we learn time management properly, we then begin to understand that eventually time will run out. We've got to be able to understand how to handle that. Pick the fights that matter most to us. What that means in general is understanding that the things we fight for do matter. If you're fighting for a social cause, that's fine, but understand what a win looks like. If you're fighting for a relationship, that's fine, but understand if it's taking more from you than it's giving back to you, and begin to value the balance of something being reciprocal and at least giving back to you at some level. So hopefully this is helpful. I encourage you, keep your feet on the ground, your mind in the moment. Until next time, everybody.